Rory McIlroy just sent a message to Scottie Scheffler, and he delivered it with a 3-wood and a putter. A week before Augusta, the 4-time major champ didn't just win, he looked like a man on a mission. And if you're Scottie, that mission should have you watching your back. This is an expose of Rory McIlroy's warning shot to Scottie Scheffler. Before the Masters, golf fans will surely love this. We used Sky Sports and Golf Week to dig into what's really going on between them. Stay tuned to see how 2025 Masters could change everything for their legacy. Let's begin by taking a look at the rivalry that's quietly building between Scottie and Rory. Coming back into the 2024 season, Scottie Scheffler had solidified himself as the benchmark in men's golf. Ranked world number 1, he's been one of the most consistent performers on tour. Statistically, his tee-to-green game is unmatched. In fact, during stretches of 2023, his strokes gained tee-to-green were historically dominant, rivaling peak Tiger Woods. He regularly finishes inside the top 10, even with inconsistent putting. On the flip side, Rory McIlroy entered the season with something to prove. Though always in contention, his last major win was a decade ago, at the 2014 PGA Championship. Since then, he's collected wins on tour, lifted FedEx Cups, and delivered epic Sunday rounds. But the majors have eluded him. Critics have labeled him too emotional, too reactive, and occasionally distracted by off-course narratives. But momentum is everything in golf, and Rory's recent win wasn't just another highlight. It showed a version of Rory that the field has to take seriously, the one who looks determined, focused, and most importantly, unburdened. Now, that made this particular match different from all their past encounters? Let's find out. During their latest showdown on tour, Rory outplayed Scottie in nearly every measurable category. His driving distance averaged over 320 yards, a number that not only leads the field but creates opportunities others simply don't have. His greens and regulation percentage topped 78%, while Scottie trailed at just under 70%. The most surprising number? Putting. McIlroy averaged 27.2 putts per round, an area that's often been his Achilles heel. Scheffler, meanwhile, posted over 30 putts per round. For years, Rory struggled to find consistency with the flat stick, but in this performance it clicked, and it changed everything. It wasn't just about numbers. The way Rory carried himself told a deeper story. He was confident, energized, and walking with purpose. His body language was electric, and it contrasted sharply with Scheffler, who looked solid but subdued. It marked a subtle but critical shift, one that speaks volumes in a game where confidence is everything. Stick around until the end to see why this year's Masters could be the moment that could rewrite both their legacies. But first, let's talk about what truly makes Rory McIlroy dangerous. Isn't just his swing or his stats, it's his mindset when everything aligns. When Rory gets emotionally locked in, he plays with a sense of purpose that's almost artistic. He feeds off narratives, and right now, the storyline is tailor-made for him. The chaser, the veteran still searching for his final piece of glory, up against the new king of calm, Scottie Scheffler. Historically, Rory has elevated his game when he feels something to fight for. His 2014 PGA Championship win was full of grit and urgency. His FedEx Cup victories came when he was written off. When he feels underestimated or fueled by purpose, his emotional fire becomes an advantage. This mental shift is crucial, especially at a venue like Augusta, where pressure quietly erodes the nerves of even the greatest. Rory looks like a man who's not just hoping to win, he's decided to take it. That difference could be everything. Our video won't be complete without giving you a little backstory on Rory's emotional roller coaster with Augusta. Few players have a more dramatic and emotional history with the Masters than Rory McIlroy. In 2011, at just 21 years old, he held a 4-shot lead going into Sunday. What followed was one of the most infamous collapses in major championship history, an 80 that sent him tumbling down the leaderboard and into golf lore for all the wrong reasons. Since then, he's come close. A final round 64 in 2022 reminded fans just how explosive Rory can be at Augusta, but it was too little, too late. He's logged top 10s, held leads after 2 rounds, and made Sunday charges, but the green jacket has remained elusive. This year feels different. He's not coming in as the favorite. He's not the center of the hype cycle. That burden now rests on Scottie's shoulders. For the first time in years, Rory has the chance to enter Augusta flying just under the radar. And that could be exactly what he needs. Because the most dangerous version of McIlroy is the one who plays free. And right now, he has everything to gain and nothing to lose. Can't wait to see how this all ties into the 2025 Masters. We're almost there, and trust us, it's worth it. Moving on, let's turn the spotlight back to Scottie. Can he hold on to the crown under Masters pressure? To be fair, Scottie Scheffler has earned every bit of praise and fear that follows him on the course. His swing mechanics are elite, his short game is tidy, and his course management is as clinical as it gets. He's already a Masters champion, having won in 2022, and he's become the face of consistency in a sport defined by chaos. But his one weakness, and it's become a glaring one, is putting. Despite countless swing changes and grip adjustments, his performance on the greens continues to fluctuate. At Augusta, that can be fatal. The greens are known for their speed, slope, and subtlety. Players say you don't just read Augusta's greens, you survive them. In recent events, his putting average has hovered near 30 putts per round. For most players, that's decent. For a player like Scheffler, it's the difference between a win and a top 10. If he gets hot with the putter, he's nearly unstoppable. But if he doesn't, and Rory stays sharp, the tournament could shift on a dime. This is it. The moment we've all been waiting for. Why the 2025 Masters isn't just a tournament, but the legacy-defining moment for Rory and Scottie. For Rory McIlroy, this is more than just a green jacket, it's his chance to make golf history. If he wins, he'll become only the 6th player ever to win all 4 major championships, something only legends like Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, and Gary Player have done. It's a huge deal. Rory has been chasing this win for years. He's had chances before, leading after early rounds, making exciting Sunday runs, but the Masters has always slipped away. Now, after 10 years of close calls, he finally looks ready. He's not here for the spotlight. He's here to finish the job. On the other side, there's Scottie Scheffler. He already has a Masters win back in 2022, and he's been world number 1 for over 80 weeks. That's more time at the top than stars like Jordan Spieth or even Rory. If Scottie wins again, it would prove he's not just really good, he's the best of his generation. Scottie's biggest challenge? Putting. Everything else in his game is rock solid. His swing, his strategy, his short game. But on Augusta's fast and tricky greens, putting can make or break your whole week. If he gets hot with the putter, he could run away with it. If not, and Rory stays locked in, things could shift quickly. This Masters is about more than just who plays the best. It's about what the win means. Rory's playing for legacy, to finally check off the one major he's missing. Scottie's playing to show he's building a legacy of his own, calm, consistent, and in control. It's the chaser versus the champ, the player with something to prove versus the one already on top. One course, 1 week, one shot at something big. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the rivalry between Rory McIlroy and Scottie Scheffler. The 2025 Masters is shaping up to be one for the history books, and we'll be watching every shot. Watch the next videos to keep following the stories that are changing the game.